There's a boat full of strange dudes went by, shooting guns. That bridge is out of commission. About 8 o'clock, I was woken up by a boat. Here comes those hillbillies. Alright guys, I got the boat packed up. I'm at Williams Boat Landing in Kinston, Florida. I'm sorry, Kinston, Alabama. And we're about to jump on this river and paddle all the way down to Geneva. And then we're gonna paddle on into Florida and down almost to I-10 in Florida. And if you look, this river is moving. It's flooded. It's been raining for about 3 days straight. And right here at this point, it's about 18 foot, which normally it's about 4 or 5 feet. So that'll give you an idea of how this river is moving. So it's supposed to drop in the next couple days pretty quick. And I hope to have a good flow. And I hope to have a safe paddle. I'm going to throw my life jacket on and get on the water. The river's moving. I don't know how fast we're going here, but it sure is moving for an old Alabama Pea River. Alright guys, so we are off and the river is moving. It's still pretty flooded for the rain the last few days, but man, we are moving and it is beautiful. So we are rolling. We are rolling down the Pea River. This river's pretty flooded, I have to say. Nice deer right there. I just missed him on camera. Someone's hunting stand. So I want to call this video Deliverance. And not only because I ran into a bunch of hillbillies here in a little bit, so stay tuned for that. But day one really delivered me out of everyday stress, you know, work stress, life stress, and put me into that mindset of just paddling down the river by myself and seeing nature and being able to think. So let's call day one Deliverance. bridge is out of commission. Okay. Alright, so I made it to my first bridge, which I believe this is the Highway 52 bridge. And if it is, we've been about 15 miles. So I'm going to press on till about 3 o'clock and then start looking for a campsite. Alright, so we put in our first 15 miles by 1:20. We left about 10:30. So I'd say we're doing about 5 miles an hour paddling. So I'm going to try to put in another 10 and then start looking for a campsite. Earlier this morning I saw 2 deer. I saw a big doe, and I saw a nice 8-point buck. So it was nice to see those deer, a lot of ducks, and a lot of wildlife so far. So that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm about to hit a tree, so I better start paddling. So from a distance back there, this stick looked like the Loch Ness Monster. And it was pretty cool until I got up on it and saw it was a stick. Okay, I'm not sure if you've seen the movie Deliverance, but this is where it all started, right about here. Alright guys, I had to end up stealth camping. There's a boat full of strange dudes went by, shooting guns. So, I'm out here stealth camping. I can't cook right now. I paddled to about 3 o'clock, started looking for a campsite, and I saw something that was going to be pretty good. So I pulled over, picked my trees for the hammock, and about that time, pow, 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 all through the woods. It was a shotgun. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, it was close too. It was like right around the corner from where I just came. And I was like, man, what's going on here? I know it's hunting season. It's in the rut right now. But I was like, this might not be good. So it wasn't 10-15 minutes later, I hear a boat crank up and starts coming around the bend, and here's these 3 hillbillies. They're not just hunters, they are hillbillies, with this big old buck on the front of their boat. I saw them about 5 miles down. I saw them getting in, and I waved to them and asked them where I was at. And so when they went by with this deer on the front of their boat, I heard one of them like grumble something about he might call the law on us or something like that, or they might call the law on me. I don't know. It sounded like it wasn't good. So I waved to them. They waved back, but they were sure looking at me pretty hard. And you know, maybe I watched Deliverance too many times, but
I don't think you understood me. I want to get some drivers to drive this car and that car down to Aintree. Drivers, you understand?
You might get a driver, brothers.
The who?
A driver, brothers.
Where do they live?
They live back over that way.
I thought to myself, this isn't good. And they were headed with the river, so they had to come back. So they went on down, and I sat there maybe 15 minutes as it started to get, the light started to diminish. You know, I sat there and I was like, if I set my camp here, I'm a sitting duck. If they come back around and think I'm gonna call the cops on them or something, they can just blast me with those shotguns and just lay me out right here in this hammock. Needless to say, I packed up and I paddled down, and I found this little spot here, which I'm at now, which wasn't an ideal campsite, but I dragged the boat up, hid the boat. Alright, so this is actual footage of me pulling the boat up and hiding it, and the boat was really heavy, so I couldn't get it up too far, and I was kind of in a panic. I wanted to get back into those woods, so I just hid it right behind this little hump of trees here. So as quick as I could, I grabbed all the bright bags and hauled Tater back into the woods and got set up so you couldn't see me back in those woods. Got back in the woods and set up my hammock. And I ate dinner and went to bed early, about 6 o'clock. And about 8 o'clock I was woken up by a boat. Here comes those hillbillies. And they were spotlighting all through the woods. I mean, just spotlighting. Man, I hope I hid my kayak good enough, because if they see my kayak up in there, you know, they might come looking for me or what. I didn't know what they were doing, but they were spotlighting pretty hard. And they went on by, and I heard the boat cut off maybe, you know, about 200 yards down past where I was. And I stayed alert for about 20 minutes, and then they cranked the boat back up and took on off. And I can hear that boat. It was so loud. I could hear it go way on down the river, so I knew they were gone. But I thought that's kind of weird, you know, the whole scene. I mean, it's kind of useless. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'll have a good good camp. Well, not tomorrow, but tonight. I'll have a good camp. So we'll see how that goes. Good morning. It's a cold one this morning. Now it's about 35 degrees. Got pretty cold last night. We got ice on the cooler. Take a look at the river. Still flowing pretty good. Alright, we're going to fix me up a little oatmeal. About ready. I added in some clearly organic granola. That'll tighten it up a little bit. Alright, that should be just about ready. Oh yeah. Yes. I got some organic oatmeal here with some organic granola mixed. That's good stuff. Alright, so let's talk about yesterday. I got started out about 10:30 in the morning, of course. And the river was flooded. It's been raining for about 3 or 4 days, and the river was pretty flooded. So I was a little nervous to get started. I got dropped off by my sister-in-law, and she was gone, and I was there with a flooded river. And the reason why I went is this is my only vacation. I've been planning this trip, and I had my life jacket, had everything I needed, so I said, what the heck, let's go. So I packed up the boat. I got out on the water about 10:30, and that river was moving. Nothing like River King stuff, but for me, it was moving about 4 or 5 miles an hour, just floating. So alright, we're heading out on day 2. If you look, that river has dropped. All this was underwater when I came here yesterday. The water was up to here. So I just got busted by a deer on the way down here. Alright, the boat's packed. Ready to go. I'm just missing my sunglasses, and I think I got them packed in there. So I don't know if I want to unpack all that or just push on without them. So day one was the start to a great adventure. All the stress from life and work, it all just melted away. And I was out there on that river. I was all alone, but I was having a great time. It was amazing. Every bend I went around in that river, there was something else to see. And as I was about to find out, every day held a new adventure. I had quite a few people tell me that I shouldn't go on this trip solo. And looking back, there's no other way. There was no other way. This trip was very special, and to be out there by yourself and testing your skills and depending only on you is what made this trip. So hey, this is only day one, so wait till you see the rest of the days. So stick around and watch the series and watch what unfolds. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right there and click the bell so you'll be notified of the next episode. I'll have all 5 of them here, so stay tuned.